Measures of central tendency, also called as averages. Measures of central tendency is also called as statistical average or averages. It is the value around which all the observations have a tendency to cluster. Such a value is considered to be the most representative figure of the entire data set. After having collected and presented the data in terms of tables and graphs, the data is further summarized using averages. Definition of an average. Average is a summary index which describes the middle or the most common characteristic value in a given data set. Average is a value which summarizes the entire data set in terms of a single number. For example, among the height of a group of students, the average height is 150 centimeter. Average is also called as mocked because there is tendency in that most of the values are concentrated around the central value or average. Purpose of calculating average: to compare two or more data sets, to summarize data in terms of a single value. Types of averages: arithmetic mean, median, and mode. Characteristics of good average: it is based on all the observations. It is amendable to further mathematical treatment. The first one is arithmetic mean. It is an algebraic estimate of the center. It is obtained as the value which we get by dividing the total values of various items by the total number of the items. For example, let x1, x2, x3 till xn be an observation. Arithmetic mean is equal to the sum of all the observation upon or divided by the number of observations. Therefore, x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn, the whole thing upon n. Therefore, mean of x is summation of xi divided by n, where x bar is mean, summation xi is value of the ith item where x or I can be 1, 2, 3 till n, and n is the total number of items. Advantages of arithmetic mean: it is easy to understand and simple. It is based on all the values. It is rigidly defined. It is easy to understand even if some of the details of the data are lacking. Disadvantages of arithmetic mean: it is affected by extreme values. It cannot be calculated for open-end value classes. It cannot be located graphically. It gives misleading conclusions and it has an upward bias. The second one is median. Median is the central value of distribution when the data is arranged in the increasing order, or the value which divides the distribution in equal parts, each part containing equal number of items. Thus, it is the central value of the variable when the values are arranged in the order of the magnitude. Corner has defined median as the value of the variable that divides the group into two equal parts, one part comprising of all values greater and the other all values less than the median. Calculation of median for individual values when n is odd. Arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Therefore, median is equal to n plus 1 upon 2 value in the ordered data. Calculation of median for an individual value when n is even. Therefore, median is equal to n upon 2 plus n plus 1 upon 2, the whole thing divided by 2. Advantages of median. Median can be calculated in all distribution. Median can be understood even by common people. It can be ascertained even with the extreme items. It can be located graphically. It deals with qualitative data by assigning numeric codes. Disadvantages of median: it is not based on all the values. It is not capable of further mathematical treatment. In case of even number of values, it may not be the value from the same data. Fluctuation of sampling may occur. The third one is mode. Mode is the most frequent value or a value that repeats maximum number of times in the distribution. If two values repeat maximum equal number of times, it is referred to as bimodal distribution where the two values are the mode values. If more than two values repeat maximum equal number of times, it is referred to as multimodal distribution. Advantages of mode: mode is readily comprehensible and easily calculated. It is the best representative of the data. It is not at all affected by extreme values. The value of mode can also be determined graphically. It is usually an actual value of an important part of the series. Disadvantages of mode: it is not based on all the observations. It is not capable of further mathematical manipulation. Mode is affected to a great extent by sampling fluctuations, and the choice of grouping has great influence on the values of mode.